Hello everybody, I'm back. This is going to be our first video for a homework assignment. This will be homework 2, the North American Realm. And hopefully everybody's gotten our first week problems worked out. It's typical first week of a semester, so I think I've gotten most of the kinks worked out. If anybody is still having any trouble whatsoever, feel free to let me know and we'll get a resolution to that. This first homework assignment, I have a question, the final question. If you're watching this video, you've already looked at that and you've opened this link to this video. This is for your Google Earth exercise. This is the first real major one of the semester. And when I say major, it's not major. It's not going to take you much time at all. It's just going to be a matter of you playing around with it and getting more familiar with it as we go through the semester. So I'm opening up here on my home computer screen. If you're wondering, I didn't mention this before, I'm an avid whitewater paddler. That's me in the orange helmet in the back of the raft there. This is at the New River in West Virginia. And we'll look at this on the map here in just a second as part of our assignment. And I'll show you a few things about Google Earth as we go through this. Hopefully everybody has watched the first 3 videos. That's where you're going to get all your background information on Google Earth. These videos that I'm going to embed in your homework assignments, these are going to be for these specific assignments. So as you watch these videos, this video will help you with this homework assignment. And then going forward, after you've gotten this mastered, then we'll add on as we go through homework assignments through the semester. I think you're really going to like these Google Earth exercises. Again, it's something kind of outside the box, and it's going to help you learn about places without having to just read a textbook, and it's going to give you a little liberty and freedom to do so. So if you watch those first videos, you should have already downloaded Google Earth. Here's the icon in my screen. It's the upper right hand corner on my PC. So I'm going to open up Google Earth. And again, you should have already watched your first 3 videos, so you should already have a handle on what all these command centers are, the right hand commands, the buttons at the top of the screen here and what their functions are, and your list on the side. You have several different file folders over here that you should have. Now the top of yours won't be as busy as mine yet because this is where your saved places are going to go. They'll be saved here on your device. So when you open this back up, if you save something on here, it's going to appear in this list on the left. So for our first assignment, I ask you to find somewhere in the North American realm, which again, at this point in your academic careers, you probably should be able to recognize the United States, which is here on the map, and Canada, which is north of the United States. This is the North American realm. So anywhere in the United States or Canada, I want you to find a place that interests you. It might be some place you know a little bit about. You might want to learn something about a specific place. So just find something that interests you, and it has to have some geographic relevance. And what I mean by that, that can be a lot of different things. It could be a river. It could be a mountain, the highest mountain in a state. It can be a city. It could be a park. Anything that has some sort of geographic reference that you can tie back, and really any place has a reference to geography because you can find it on a map. That automatically almost qualifies everything. So think about a place that you want to learn a little bit more about, and I want you to find that on the map. And what we're going to ask you to do in this first assignment is I'm going to ask you to put a place mark on the map marking that location. So how do you do that? So I touched on this in the earlier videos. I'm just going to make something up. Place I haven't visited before, but I know about and would be very obvious on a map. There is a place called Devil's Tower. It's in Wyoming. I think it's a national monument. It's in the National Park Service. And when I started typing Devils, you see it's the first thing that pops up right here. So I'm going to click on that and click search. And when I click search, it's going to fly us right to that location of Devil's Tower. The reason I'm picking this is because this is a place, first of all, I'm more of a natural guy. I like nature and in the country, so I like stuff that's kind of natural. Also, this is a place that's really going to stand out on this 3D map. So that's one of the reasons I thought about choosing this place. Now, we've zoomed in here, and you saw it zoomed into the very northeast corner of Wyoming. And it zoomed into a place called Devil's Tower, but it doesn't look like much. You see a parking lot, some other things. So the actual rock outcrop, the tower itself, if you scroll over, you see it right here. Very prominent on the countryside. This is actually the community called Devil's Tower, and probably the entrance to the park is what we're seeing there. This is the actual stone outcrop. And again, if you have your 3D buildings on, as you zoom in here, you're going to see this rock goes in 3D as we get closer. So the rock outcrop, really stands out here. Another thing we can do, if you want to see a street view, again, a street view is an actual photograph that was taken by Google. Their people drove all these roads. If you click on the little person icon up here on the right and drag that person onto the map, you're going to see all these roads that turn blue. That means that Google took pictures, actual photos of these roads driving around them. So you can drag that little person and drop in a location. Let's drop on this road right here, and it's going to fly in and give you a street view of this road right here. So now we're looking at an actual photo of this area. Now, when we zoomed in, it is facing us in the opposite direction, but if you simply turn around and scroll around, you're going to see Devil's Tower. Very prominent rock outcrop. I'm not going to get into all the geology on it and everything, but you can see it right there. So here we are. So in our homework, I ask you to do a couple of things. One is I want you to put a place mark on this. And another thing I want you to do is take a screenshot of this. Actually, 2 screenshots. I want one closer up in street view like this, and I want one from overhead, like a map view. So we're going to exit street view for now. We're going to go back to the map. And I'm going to zoom out of here. Get back up a little bit higher. So let's say you want to mark this spot. So we want to put our own place mark on here. So what you'll want to do is you go up here to the top, the menu at the top, the little icons, the buttons, and the first one looks like a thumbtack. It says Add Place Mark. So when you click on that, 2 things are going to happen. One is you're going to notice this thumbtack is in the center of the screen. Another thing you're going to notice is this box pops up on the left. So the first thing you want to do is you want to click on this thumbtack and you want to drag it to where you want to actually place it. So the first item that I want you to tell me is the GPS coordinates of your location. Remember, you can find those down here, but you see they're moving because my cursor is moving all the time. So it's kind of hard to get that just looking right now. Once you set this place mark, it's going to give you the GPS coordinates and it's going to lock those in. So you don't have to sit here and try to read this with this moving around all the time. So just wait to get those until you set this place mark. So I could set that on top of the rock or on the base of it. It really doesn't matter as long as you're generally at the location that you want to be. So let's set it at the base right here. So this is going to be our place mark. So now we've had this set. We're going to go over here to the left. And what I want you to do is I want you to make this unique to you. You might choose something else. You might choose a town or a city or a park or something like that. So first of all, you see in blue it says name. You could go up here and you can name this. So I'm just going to put, for mine, I'm just going to put park, just to keep it simple. And you can also edit what this thumbtack looks like. Over here on the right, if you click on that, you'll see this screen pops up and you have all these icons that you could substitute for that. So a lot of these are just like other colors of thumbtacks or little flags or whatever, but some of these are more detailed. You got a little golf course here, a little horse, trees, like a campfire, campgrounds, water, all kinds of different things you can use. You could even import your own if you have an icon you wanted to use offline somewhere. I don't do all that. I just use what's on here. But if you wanted to change that, let's say we just want to change that to a green place mark. And you can see I selected it and it turned green on here. So we click OK, go back to this screen. Again, your GPS coordinates, your latitude and longitude are locked in. So I have mine set in decimal degrees. Be sure throughout this course we're going to use decimal degrees. And if you did your homework in the first lesson, you're going to know the difference in decimal degrees and minutes and seconds in degrees. So at the bottom here, then you can start to change other things. You could add a description if you want to. I rarely do that. The style and color, again, you've already done that on the icon. You could do it again here. Or you could also change your label, because when I put that, you see it says park next to it. So if I wanted to change that to say, see right now the letters are white. Say if I want to be yellow. Click that, and now the color is yellow on the letters. View and altitude, that just has to do with where you're bringing it from, so I wouldn't worry about that so much. So now we have this set. I've named it, I click OK, and now that's set. And if you go over here to your list of places, you'll see right here in blue, it's got it highlighted. That point is now on my list of my places on this map. So that's what I want you to do for this assignment. The other thing that I would like for you to do is take 2 screenshots. One of those screenshots I want from an elevation somewhat like this. I would like to see a screenshot that I can see your icon and your label on there, and some area definitions such as roads and stuff like that, just to show that you put your own mark on here and you're not just copying a random picture of the map. So in Microsoft, we have something called the snipping tool that takes screenshots. So I open my snipping tool. It's in all Microsoft applications. I need to move this box. Y'all can't see, but I have a menu box up here in my corner that you can't see on this video. So now I'm making a new screenshot. So I just click and drag, and I can make a screenshot, save it, and then download it to my homework. So I'm not going to save that though. So I want a screenshot like this from kind of far away. And then I also want a screenshot. I want you to go into Street View again. I want you to, at your location, go in to Street View, and you're going to see a photo, and then you can take a screenshot of this as well. So I want 2 screenshots just to prove that you see how this functions and how you work through all this. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So if you don't mind to do that. Now, one thing I do want to mention while we are on here, I want to go into Blackboard. I don't know if I'll be able to find a space or not to do this, but when you're in Blackboard, when you're going to answer a question, let me hit. So this is going to give me basically the same. Hang on a second. So here's what it's going to look like. I just hit edit, but this is the same menu that you're going to have when you're doing your homework. So when you're entering your assignments into your homework in Blackboard, I've had problems with students on this in past semesters. If you want to add a screenshot, what you need to do is save that screenshot to your device, your computer, and then go in and click attachment. It looks like a paper clip, and when you click that, it's going to ask you which file off your device. That's how you need to put a screenshot in here. I've had several students attempt to put screenshots in here, and they don't know how, and they never can get it to go through. So you're going to use that attachment icon, and you're going to go with your saved image from your device. So you have to save it to your device. Just wanted to point that out before we went on. So we're going to back out of here. If you wanted something else, let's say there's a bridge you like. Let's say the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City. Hit search. It's going to fly me to the Brooklyn Bridge. It's going to take you right to it. Now you can zoom in or out. See all the photos that are around. I have my photos turned on. Or you can go to Street View, drop into Street View, and there's the Brooklyn Bridge. So anywhere you want to do this is fine with me. I want you to learn about places. That's why we're doing these exercises. So pick your spot, what you want to learn about, and do your place mark on there and get the screenshots. So I mentioned I would show you where that rafting picture was taken. New River Gorge Bridge. We're going to fly to West Virginia now. If you're more of a nature person, places like this might interest you. I raft the New and the Gauley Rivers all the time. This is an absolutely spectacular bridge over a very deep gorge in West Virginia. We can go to a photo here. Very tall bridge. They actually base jump off this thing. And I can pretty much zoom in to that very picture was taken right at that rapid right there. This is called Keene Rapid. Let's see if they have a picture on here of it. Kind of. So you can find or do anything on these maps, and that's what we're trying to learn about right now. So that's it for the assignment today, this first assignment. If you have any questions, I'm always here. Feel free to let me know. I'll be more than happy to help out with anything. If you have problems with the download for Google Earth or using it on your device, again, it's best on a PC. You're going to have more tools and better use on a PC than you will have on a cell phone or something like that. So that's it for this assignment. Again, reach out if you need anything. I appreciate all of y'all that have reached out so far to me, and whenever you need assistance, just let me know. Thank you.